It was a crisp Halloween evening, and little Lily was sitting on the front steps of her house, gently kicking her legs. Dressed in her fluffy white cat costume with pink ears and a soft tail, she hugged her candy bucket tightly. Her mom was inside, busy cooking dinner, and all the neighborhood kids were already out trick-or-treating with their friends. Lily sighed and whispered to herself, "I wish I had someone to go with." Not far from Lily's house, under a beautiful tree adorned with vibrant autumn leaves, a raccoon was having the time of its life. A pile of pumpkins decorated the base of the tree, and the raccoon had been happily munching on the smaller pumpkins, nibbling on their crunchy rinds. The raccoon's eyes lit up when it spotted the biggest, juiciest pumpkin in the pile. It was perfectly carved with a goofy grin, and the raccoon could smell the delicious, meaty insides. With a smirk on its furry face, the raccoon scrambled over and shoved its head into the pumpkin, eagerly licking and biting at the seeds and soft flesh. Inside the pumpkin, where the raccoon's little tongue eagerly lapped up the gooey insides, chomping happily at the seeds. So absorbed in its feast, the raccoon didn't realize it was backing up until it bumped right into something. Startled, the raccoon tried to pull its head out of the pumpkin, but it was stuck. It wiggled and shook, but the pumpkin wouldn't budge. Lily turned around and saw a kid in a funny costume standing behind her. She tilted her head in curiosity, noticing the carved pumpkin and the furry, small body beneath it. "Wow, that's a really good costume," she said, her voice filled with excitement. The raccoon froze, not knowing what to do. It tried to shake off the pumpkin, but it was really stuck. Lily giggled, watching the costumed kid struggle. "Hey, don't be scared. What's your name?" she asked sweetly. The raccoon, still unsure, attempted to take a step back, but Lily reached out and gently held its paw. The raccoon stopped wiggling. Lily's eyes widened with a hopeful smile. "Oh, you must be shy," she said. "Do you want to come trick-or-treating with me? I don't have anyone else to go with." She waited for a response, and after a moment, the raccoon gave what looked like a little nod. To Lily, this was a clear yes, and she beamed with happiness. "Yay!" she squealed and wrapped her arms around the raccoon in a big hug. The raccoon's eyes widened in surprise at first, but as Lily squeezed him, his little heart melted. He didn't have the slightest clue what was happening, but this small, fluffy human was warm and kind, and that was enough for him. "You smell funny," Lily giggled, wrinkling her nose, but she quickly shrugged it off and grabbed the raccoon's paw again. "Let's go get some candy." And with that, the unlikely pair set off into the night. By the end of the night, Lily's bucket was overflowing with candy, and she was feeling sleepy. "Pumpy, I think it's time to go home," she said, looking up at her new friend. "But I don't know the way." The raccoon gave her a reassuring nod and pointed its paw towards a familiar street. "Really? You know where my house is?" Lily asked, her eyes sparkling. Pumpy nodded again, and the two of them walked together through the rustling leaves, the moonlight guiding them. When they reached Lily's front door, she turned and looked up at the raccoon. "You're a really good friend, Pumpy," she said, hugging him one last time. But this time, the raccoon managed to wriggle free of the pumpkin.